Hey girl, hey. So we got a new FaceTime story time, y'all. And this is basically like a part two to the my other story time when they turned her party into Freaknik of Koala and all them. So yeah, this is the next day what happened when we went with Trix and Toya. So let me tell y'all, let's get into it. And y'all don't mind me, I'm breaking out. I got all these heat bumps everywhere. Like, oh, I hate it. I might put a filter on it. But yes, I got a lot of like heat bumps and stuff because it's very hot where I'm at. Like, whoo, it's hot. But let's get back into the story. So, where we left off at, it was the next morning, and me and Nikki was leaving the party because we had spent the night with Mario and Chris. So when the next morning, once we got back home, we showered, chilled, and then we were just lounging around all day. So then that's when Nikki get a call, and so Nikki was like, yeah, that was Tricks or whatever, and she wanted to see if we wanted to hang out with her tonight, and because we didn't get a chance to go with her and Toya. So I'm like, oh shit, yeah. I'm like, cool. So we can hang out with them or whatever. So she like, yeah. So she told Tricks like, yeah, we gonna hang out. What time y'all, want to meet up or whatever. So they was like, just we can all meet up at Birdman house. And so then it was like, all right, cool. So she like, what time you wanna link up? So she was like, we gonna link up at around like 9ish. We'll be down there. So it was like, all right, then we'll be down there too. So I'm like, cool. So we just like ain't doing too much or nothing. So we finna go out and go shopping and go get um our outfits or whatever. And in the mix of us doing that, we are like, I think we are on our way, and so we standing outside because we gonna like smoke before we go or whatever. So we standing out there smoking and talking and nothing, and then this lady walk up, and she a friend of my dad. And so she walked up and she was like, hey girls, how y'all doing? We like, we doing all right. And she was like, so how was the party last night? And we looked at each other, then we looked at her. We like, what party? And so then she was like, Koala party. I was down there, right? Wasn't y'all down there partying? And we was like, no. And I was like, I went to oh, excuse me. So I was like, no, we went to one of my friends' house on the low end. We not we didn't go down there. And she was like, I thought I saw y'all go through the back. And so then we was like, oh, well, before we left, we did go say happy birthday to her because it was her birthday. So we wished her a happy birthday, and then we got out of there. And so then she was like, oh, okay, because I was sitting in the garage behind her house. I was sitting in the garage with the rest of the old heads, and I knew I saw y'all go down there. So then I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, did my dad come over there? And she was like, yeah, he came down there for a little minute, but then he left. It wasn't nothing woo woo. So then we like, oh, okay. So then she was like, oh well, did y'all have a good time where y'all was with what y'all was doing? So like, why are you all in our business, lady? Like, you a friend of his, and like I knew her too. Nikki didn't know her that much, but she was getting to know her because she was my dad's friend. She'll come around, they'll hang out together. And so then we were just like, oh yeah, we had fun. We didn't do too much, we were just. And so yeah, so I was like, yeah, we ain't do too much or whatever. We were just kicking it with some people or whatever. So she like, oh, okay. And so then when we left, she left, went our separate ways. So as we like walk to like the store, go towards the store to go shopping for our outfits, Nikki was like, girl, let me find out. And I'm like, you thinking the same thing I'm thinking? She snitched. Now it makes sense because I'm like, when we left that night, I know he saw us go to the bus stop, and then after that, he would have started to get ready if he came over here to come kick it with them. And I'm like, and then Nikki was like, when we came back through the back, we didn't see nobody out there sitting in the garage or whatever. And I'm like, they probably was sitting on the back porch and saw us. And she was like, oh, and I'm like, yeah, she snitched. And then, because, like, me and Nikki was down there at the party for at least 2 hours before he came in trying to do all that. So it was like, okay, yeah, the way it's leading up, you told him that we was down there and he came down there on BS. So I'm just like, oh, now I know the reason, so can't trust her. So we go get our outfits or whatever. We come back. We start getting ready. We cute and all that. So she like, when should we start, to head down to Birdman house? I'm like, girl, we gonna know once they turn on the music. That's when we know we can go. We can head on down there. But first we gonna pregame first because we don't know if they what they own and what they got. So we have our own stuff, and then if they give us anything, now just add to the intoxication. And so then she was like, all right. So then we hear the music come on as usual, and then it's like, okay, let's go to the store first and get our own little kit or whatever, everything that we need. So we got the little tree, we got the bottle or whatever. So we splitting it or whatever. We got our little cups and all that. And so we, drinking or whatever. Now I mixed mine, but Nikki drunk hers straight. She a champion for that. Cause I cannot drink straight, y'all. If I like now, I drink wine, and if I do drink real alcohol, I have to have me a chaser. I'm a punk bitch. I cannot do that. But to each his own. So we pre-gaming or whatever. Then we like, all right, so we can go down there. So I want to say like they started getting turned up around like 8, and we went down there around 8:30. So we down there, we kicking in and vibing it. So we walk through the door, they greet us or whatever, like, hey, what's up, how y'all doing? Everybody down there, the couples down there, Birdman is down there, Wayne is down there, Koala's down there, like everyone's down there, and we just having a vibe, having a good time. So they playing spades and stuff like that. And so as we come in, we sit down on the couch. And when we sit down on the couch, Birdman, it got his eye on Nikki, man. He had his eye on Nikki. Like, he tried to make it seem like he was looking at, like, both of us. But he was basically looking at Nikki. So Nikki, she nudged me and she was like, girl, what is he? Why he keep looking at me? I don't want his old ass. He keep making googly eyes at me. He better quit and find his girlfriend. And so then I'm like, girl, I do not know what's going on, but it do seem like Birdman like you. And she like, nah, I ain't swinging that way. I'm already, I'm liking on who I'm liking on right now. I ain't got time for his old ass. And so then it was just like, damn. So then she was like, yeah, I'm not finna do that. So I'm just like, okay, girl. So I'm like, yeah, we'll be out of here soon, because what time they coming? So she like, I'm gonna text her and see and let them know that we down here. So she did, and she texted back and she was like, we'll be there soon or whatever. So now it's like going on like, 9 o'clock ish. And next thing you know, as we noticing what's going on, they playing spades. This one girl, she don't need no name right now, but I guess she lost. And when she lost, she ended up taking her shirt and her bra off, y'all. Just biddies everywhere, bouncing up and down everywhere. So we looking, and I'm like, girl, I think they playing strip spades. You know how you play strips poker? They was playing spades instead of poker. So she like, as we looking, because we like, yeah, some people do look like they halfway dressed. So we like, what type of freaky stuff they got going on down here? We came at the wrong time. So then they like, y'all want to get in on the next round? And we like, nah, what kind of spades y'all playing? And Nikki was like, I don't know how to play spades. And so then I'm like, I do, but what kind of game y'all playing? Y'all playing for shots and clothes and shit? Because this girl over here is wilding out. And so then she like, come on, get in the game. Y'all get in the game. We having fun. We all grown. We having fun. And so then, Birdman real happy. He like, yeah, come sit next to me, Nikki. Yeah, you could be y'all could be partners, and it could be me and my homeboy. And we like, no, we don't want to be partners. We with you and your homeboy. We don't want to play the game. Y'all play y'all spades. Y'all do that. We gonna sit here. We chilling. So then that's when the couple was down there or whatever. So then the girl, she was just like, y'all want a drink? I'll pour y'all a drink real quick. And we like, shit, yeah, we, her pour us a drink, whatever. So we have a drink. we mingling with everybody else who's not playing the game, and they over there having their thing, the music playing. It's a vibe. Now, Chris and Mario, they didn't come. We didn't see them, so we wasn't worried about them. So we had our own plans anyway. So I want to say, next thing you know, that's when Trix and Toya come walking through the door together, and they on 10. Like, they are lit, they loud, they extra, especially Trix. Like, she was really out there. So when they came in or whatever, they said hey to everybody, and so then that's when she spotted Nikki, and she was like, "Is that my baby over there? I know that's my baby. Get over here, girl." And so she winked at her, and so then Nikki was like, "Oh, girl." And so then she had reached out for her hand, like took her hand. So then Nikki took her hand, she pulled her up, they hugged or whatever. And so then she was like, "Yeah, I came to come see my new little boo." And so now Birdman sitting over there salty. And so he's sitting over there and he like, "Oh, so you rolling with her, huh? You rolling with her. You ain't fucking with me." And so then Trix was like, "Oh, you like her? You like her? Maybe we can work something out." So Nikki like, "Hold on, don't be talking like that with me." And so then Trix was like, "Oh, my bad. You ain't one of them. You special. I forget you gonna be my special baby." And so then she rolled her eyes at her and she was like, "Hey, you know," she talking to Birdman. Nikki talking to Birdman now. So she like, "Yeah, you know." No, like we never had no friction or no chemistry to where we don't like each other or where we do like each other. We just cool, we cordial at this moment. And so then he was like, "Yeah, but you see me looking at you," and she was like, she just turned around towards Trix, and Trix was like, "Yeah, I think she mad, big dog." And he was like, "Hmm." He shrugged his shoulders or whatever, got back into the game. So then she like, "So what y'all doing or whatever?" They speak to me too or whatever. And so then she was like, "No, me and Honeybee, we just sitting here chilling. We vibing or whatever. We got our drinks or whatever." So she like, "All right, cool." Okay, so she like, "All right." So then they mingle or whatever. So then Toya basically go over there with like Wayne and them with the couple. They all over there in one part, and then me, um, Nikki and Trix are sitting on the couch talking and mingling. There's some guys on the couch or whatever. So then after a while, she leaned over to Nikki and she was like, "You ready to roll?" So Nikki was like, "Yeah, we about ready to go. Let me see if Honey ready though." So she was like, "You ready to roll?" I'm like, "Yeah, we can get up out of here." So she like, "Cool, cool. I got a friend that's gonna come pick us up, and he gonna take us to my house or whatever. And then it's just gonna be us, the girls. We gonna kick it and whatever. We gonna have a good time. We gonna drink, and we gonna vibe out." And so then we was like, "Okay, cool. That sounds like a plan." So I want to say 10 minutes passed. That's when her ride come, and so then she like, "All right, my ride here. Let's roll." So then she say, so Trix is like, "All right, big dog," talking to Birdman, like, "We finna get up out of here." She walk over there for a little minute. They exchanged some shit. She gave him money or whatever. I don't know what that was about. So that was that. So then he was just like, "All right, well, I'll holler at you." So then he like, "Oh, you gonna take the girls?" She like, "Yeah, I'm gonna take chocolate and vanilla. I'm taking both of them. They gonna ride out with me tonight. They ain't y'all's tonight. They mad." And we looking at each other like, "Why are y'all talking to us like y'all finna put us out in the street? That's not finna happen. Like, no." Or why? No. So he like, "All right, well, y'all all have a good night or whatever." So we roll out. So she said, "All right, y'all." So Trix walked out. So then there's Nikki and then there's me. So then we walk in. So then we get outside, and as I noticed, cause I'm thinking like, cause it was someone walking behind me, so I automatically thought it was Toya. So then when I get outside and then I notice and I turn around, Toya is nowhere to be found. So I'm like, "Trix, Toya not coming with us?" I thought we all was gonna kick it together. So she like, "Nah, she ain't coming with us. She gonna stay down here with them, kick with them. It's just gonna be us three. We just gonna chill. We gonna have a good time. Like, y'all can trust me. Like, I'm cool people. I'm real good." So I'm just like, "Oh, okay." Because in my head, I'm like, I want to be with somebody I'm familiar with. Like, I'm not too familiar with Toya, but at least I know I would be all right because I know her a little bit. Like I said, me and Toya never had no interactions. Like we should be buddy or best friends or nothing like that. But she done seen me around, seen her around. I would feel more comfortable with her there. But Trix, I don't know you. I don't know you. Like, so anyway, so we get in the car or whatever. So it was like this guy. He was like this dark, big guy. He had like a hat on, and he pulled up in his van. So she got in the Trix got in the front, and me and Nikki got in the back. And then he was like, "I am I taking you straight home?" You like, he once we got in, he didn't even speak. He was just like, "Am I taking you straight to your house or what?" She was like, "Oh, can we make a stop?" To the liquor store because I ain't got no liquor, and then like we just gonna kick it. I'm just gonna kick it with my girls. So then he turned the light on in the car, so he look at us through the rear view. So we look at him, and then he said, and so then he cut the light back off, and he was like, "All right, well, we gonna go to the liquor store on 63rd." She like, "All right, let's go." So we ride down there, whatever. So we go, and she go in, and we wait or whatever. So he ain't saying nothing. He just quiet. So then she got back in because she had asked us like while we was on our way to the store, like, what y'all want to drink. And we was like, we gonna drink Ciroc. We were drinking Ciroc at that time, so we like, yeah, get the red bottle of Ciroc, get the berry one. And so then I'm like, it was crazy. Like I hung out with different people, and every person that I drank with, we drank different stuff. Like when I was with Lily, me and Lily, we do Grey Goose. When I'm with Nikki, me and Nikki did Ciroc. And then like when I was with like before my fiance was my fiance, when I drink with him or go link up with him, it was 1800 at first, cause then he switched to Hennessy, and I don't drink dark like that. So, but anywho, back to the story. So we like, yeah, get the Ciroc. So she got 2 bottles of Ciroc. She come back in or whatever. So she like, all right, let's roll out or whatever. So he pull off, he drop us off. We go in her house or whatever. So she like, y'all, we can just go straight to my room. We go straight to my room. So she was like, y'all make yourself comfortable. Y'all can sit down, lie in the bed or whatever. And she had like a big bed, y'all. It was like a big bed. I believe it could have been a California king bed. Like that bed was huge. And then like she had like the TV in front of the bed. Her door was on like the left side. She had 2 windows on the right side of the room. So we sitting in the bed or whatever, and we waiting for her to come back because she went to go grab some ice and cups so we can be drinking or whatever. So she turns on some music, and so we just vibing, like we are really having a good time just in her room. It's just like the 3 of us, and like she getting to know us, we getting to know her, like just asking little questions or whatever. And she was older than us. She was like 27, maybe 28, 29. She had to be between them age. She wasn't in her 30s yet. And then we was 17 and 18 at the time, so we was, there was a little age gap. So we just talking, drinking, talking, drinking, dancing, we dancing. So then she like low key trying to get feels on Nikki, and like Nikki letting her feel low key. She getting her little vibe on or whatever. So we just all having a good time. So next thing you know, we hear like movement in the other room. Like the door is cracked. It's not closed, it's cracked. We hear like movement or whatever. Then we hear like stumping and stuff like that. So we like, are we tripping or like is someone trying to break in? What's going on? So she like, oh, hold on, I'll be right back. So she hopped up or whatever. So me and Nikki get to looking at each other, and we instantly like, girl, I'm like, I don't know what the hell going on, but she finna be on her own. Let's open this window. So we open the window or whatever. Nikki like, yeah, we gotta get out of here. We gotta save ourselves because we don't know her like that, and she ain't finna get us into no shit. And so Nikki go over there try to open the window so we can get out. So I'm sitting on the bed or whatever, supposed to be the lookout, but y'all, I'm drunk as ever, so I'm not really being the lookout at all. So then she like couldn't, like she got it open, but it was just like a little bit. So then I'm like, okay, she coming back. So then like Nikki was like had sat on the bed, but like when she came in, she saw her leave from the window and sit on the bed, and she was like, girl, what you doing? And she was like, we was like, oh, we got hot, so we were trying to open up the window. So she was like, she pointed to the other window because I said she had 2 windows on the other side of our room. She was like, the AC is right there. And so then we was like, well, we didn't want to be crawling all up in your bed and stuff like that, and like we just wanted to, we didn't really didn't notice, like we just wanted to open the window. Low key, not knowing we was gonna hop out this bitch and be gone. Like, no. So she like, oh no, that's just my husband. And so we look at each other. So we like, okay. So yeah, she like, yeah, that's just my husband. He just got in from work. I'm finna bring him some clothes. He finna take a shower. I'll be right back, y'all. I'll be right back. So she go in there, like she grabs this stuff. She leave or whatever. She leave the door crap, and then like the bathroom was like right there. It's like right next to their room. So she go in there, whatever. So then me and Nikki look at each other. I'm like, husband. So then Nikki was like, right, like she trying to be with me. She talking about how she want to be my girlfriend. She want me to be her girlfriend, and cause like Nikki was bisexual, and I don't know if like she's still like that or if it was just a phase for her. I'm not sure. And like I say, I'm not putting nobody's business out there. I'm just telling my stories, and so but at the time though, Nikki was bisexual, and she was like, girl, like I'm looking at this nice house, and then I'm looking at the cars in the garage. She got a nice little BMW or whatever, what nice little fancy little car, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So I'm like, yeah, maybe I might let you be my little girlfriend, but now you talking about you got a husband. What? And so then we talking, and we just like, yeah, that's weird. So like when they're in the shower, all you hear is her moaning. So because we is been in the room for a minute talking, and why she ain't come back in? She said she was gonna give him the clothes and come back in here. So and now we hear her groaning and moaning like, oh okay, all right. So then after that, next thing you know, they come busting in the room where he was still like in the shower, but she come busting in the room. She like wet as hell, She got her towel on. She got a towel on or whatever, and so then she like, y'all wanna hop in the shower? And so then we was like, yeah, we'll hop in the shower. If y'all done or whatever, can we get like some clothes? Now you got anything that we can sleep in? And so then she was like, girl, I don't even think y'all could fit anything of mine because like we was small, you know what I'm saying? And then she was like, Trix was stacked. She was nice. Like she had the body of a goddess. Like she had a nice body. She was thick and hey y'all, so it's nighttime, we back. And I know y'all can probably hear the rain. Because if y'all heard the sirens in my other story, my old story, I know y'all hear the rain, but we finna hop right back into it. So, yeah, so Trix was nice. She had a nice body or whatever. And so she was like, I don't think y'all would be able to fit my stuff. It's probably too big for y'all. And then I have a no clothes in my bed policy at all. So y'all will have to sleep in the nude. And we like, no, we not finna do that. We can wear a shirt or something or anything. She was like, no, y'all gotta sleep in the nude. Like my husband finna get in the bed. I'm finna get in the bed, and we don't sleep with no clothes on. So y'all can't sleep with no clothes on either. We like, well, we'll sleep in the front room. There's no problem. And she's like, no, no, no. I don't like people all around my house and stuff like that. I trust y'all to bring y'all in my house, but y'all not. No, we all just finna lay in the bed. And my bed is big enough, so it could be Honeybee, and then it could be you, Nikki, and then me, and then my husband. So all the girls on one side, and he on the other side next to me. So we like the sleeping arrangement would be cool, but we have to have on clothes. So she was like, at least y'all will have to be like in y'all underwear. That's as much as I want, and that's it. So we like, fine, we can do that. And then we gonna do that. Then we gonna hop in the shower tonight and in the morning. And so then that's what we did. So we took a shower that night. We got in the bed. So we laying in the bed, y'all. And so then like when we get like all in the bed, we thought we would sleep, but for some reason like you when people move in the bed, you don't know that. So that's what we do. That end up waking up me and Nikki. So me and Nikki in the bed, like we wake up and we like looking at each other like, what's going on? So Trix and her husband is doing a do. So we like, wow, that's weird. So they doing what they doing. They go for about 20 minutes, and it's like it felt like 20 minutes. And it was just like, oh my God, finally, right? So then after that, she wants to roll over and start touching on Nikki. And then after that, she like, so I rolled over, right? Because I'm not involved in this. Like, she didn't want me. She really wanted Nikki. Like, I was just there. I was just third third, fourth, fifth willing at this point. I was just there. And so now she's whispering to Nikki, but I can hear the whole conversation. And she's telling Nikki that she want to have a threesome with her husband and them. And so then Nikki like, aren't y'all done? Like, it look like he ain't done. She was like, girl, he finna be up in 5 minutes and then we gonna go again. Like, this is what she's really trying to convince Nikki to do a threesome right here with all of us in the bed. And so Nikki was like, no, I'm not finna do that. I don't feel comfortable. I don't even know him. And I don't really know now. Like, we just came to kick it. So then she was like, okay, but you still gonna be, remember, you my boo. So eventually it gotta happen. So Nikki was like, whatever, and rolled over on her. So she trying to be all up on her. But then after that, they did what they did, and then we all went to sleep. So we wake up the next morning. We like, okay, we gonna take a shower, because we thinking like, okay, now that we done, she gonna take us back home, and that's gonna be that. And then we like, because when we was in the bathroom, we was whispering to each other, and we was like, okay, we gonna tell her to drop us off, and we ain't finna hang out with her, because what was that last night? That was weird. We don't even know y'all. Like, we literally, like, we met Trix one night, and the next night we went to her house and all this happened. We didn't even know this girl for a whole 72 hours yet, if you want to be technical, when it happened. But now that it's the next morning, yeah, it's 72 hours we don't know this girl. So we like, okay, so we talking in the bathroom. So we like, okay, we finna hop in the shower, we finna get dressed, plus we need to change. When we get home, we gonna take more showers, so let's do that. So we did that. And so then Nikki was like, girl, can you believe what she asked me last night? I said, girl, I heard the whole thing, I was not asleep. She was like, she crazy as hell. And I was like, girl, yeah, she is Delulu. So then we come out, we get dressed or whatever. So she go in, her and him go in the shower together. They do the do again in the shower. Then after they finally get out, she put her clothes on, and he put his clothes on, right? They step out, she come back in, she like, all right, y'all ready to go? We like, yeah, we ready to go, y'all. She like, okay, well, when we roll out, first we gonna drop my daughter off at school, and then we gonna head out. She just finishing up her breakfast in the kitchen, her cereal. Y'all, I don't know where this daughter came from. I don't know where this child came from. She was not there last night. If she would have came this morning, how we would have saw her coming out the bathroom, because her living room, the lady living room was like right there. Where was this child? Like, I don't know where this child came from. So we like, you have a daughter? So she like, yeah, I got a baby. So then her husband did, like, figure out what car or truck who was gonna take what. So we take the car. So we in the car or whatever. She like, we're gonna drop the baby off at school. We go to the school, we drop the baby off. We go inside the school with her. I don't know why, but she wanted us to go in school with them to drop the baby off. We did, and then she talked to the teacher for a little minute, then we got up out of there. So we like, so as we, I'm like, texting Nikki like, did you tell her like to take us home? And so then she like, oh no, but when we get in the car. So then we get in the car or whatever. So right when Nikki was finna say something, she cut off. So she was like, okay, y'all, so I guess we got the rest of the day to do what we gonna do. We gonna hang out. I want to go over here to my homie house real quick. I want to chop it up with him, and then we got the rest of the day to do what we gonna do. And so then Nikki was like, well, do you mind just taking us home? Because we need to change and stuff like that. She was like, oh yeah, let me just stop and get see dude, and then I'll take you to go change, and then we out here all day. Not knowing once she drop us home, we finna ghost her. We not. So we like, all right, cool. So we go over there, we drive over there. She run in the house real quick. She go in like 5 minutes, come back out. She give us something to roll up real quick. And so then she like, I'll be right back. Ooh, I'm finna go chop it up with him real quick. Because we thought she was getting back in the car. But no, she stayed in there, y'all. She stayed in there for about 30 minutes. So then after that, she come out. And she was like, yeah, I'm sorry, like my friend going through something right now, and he needed me to come over here and talk to him real quick. And yeah, and so then she like look over Nikki. She was like, damn baby, you looking good. And so then she tried to lean in to kiss Nikki, and Nikki like turned at her, and then she backed up, and she was like, girl, no, you crazy or whatever. So then she like, okay, let's go. So then she like, oh yeah, let's go get another bottle. Y'all down to drink. I know y'all smoke. Y'all smoked the whole thing without me. Dang. So we gonna have to roll up again. So she like, honey, you roll up, because Nikki didn't know how to roll up, because Nikki didn't smoke like that. She had her times. Nikki wasn't really into smoking like that. So she did her so so I'm rolling up another one or whatever. We on our way. She like, we finna go get a bottle, and then so that way when I go over there with y'all, um, when I go over there with y'all and wait for y'all to get ready, I can I can have me a little drink outside, just kick it or whatever. So then we like, all right, not thinking the danger of anything like you're drinking and driving. We're not even thinking about that. We just like, girl, we just ready to go, get away from you. So then we pull up to the liquor store. She like, all right, I'll be back. Don't worry, I got y'all. So she go inside the store, and so then she turn around. She like, Ciroc, right? So we like, yeah. So she like, all right, I got you. So she walked in the store. So then Nikki was like, girl, she trying to kiss on me, but she got dick on her breath. No. And I'm like, girl, really? And I'm like, yeah, she definitely wanted to go trick off, because she didn't have no problem with just dropping us off. But now she got a little money. Now she want to spend. She ready to spend. She want to get out here. And so then she was like, right, no, Lord, she needs to drop us off. So we like, we'll see. So she come back, get in the car with the cups, everything. So we driving, right? So she like, pull up, whatever. So we pull up to like, where we pull up to, like this like mini market or whatever. Like it had like little stores or whatever, little mini mall. And we like, we didn't say nothing or whatever. So then all of a sudden, I think like two dudes got in the car. So I'm like, okay. So then, cause she knew the two dudes, she pulled up. She like, hey, what up, homie? Let's get in here. Woo woo. So I'm like, had to scoot over in the middle, cause there's one over here, one over there. So I'm like, what the? So now they like, hey, can you take us to go get a suit such and such and go over here, woo woo. And so then she was like, yeah. So then she was like, what we finna get into? Like, I got my girls out here. We finna get into it. What's up? So she like, yeah, we gonna get into it or whatever. We finna have a ball. So I'm just like, we wanna go home. Why are you trying to drag us around the city with these people we don't know? We trying to go home. So then, like, I can't really text Nikki, because like they're both like sitting right here. So then it's like, I don't want to. So I'm just sitting in the middle, like, okay. So then after that, she poured, she bought the bottle. Now y'all know how skinny them Ciroc bottles are, and the people who drink, and you know how like she got the decent size bottle one, but we already done had like a cup each. So then now by the time we got to them, we're like on our second cups. And then now she want to give them some. It's two of them. They want big ass cups. She pouring the full. She already fucked up. So then she like, hey, we need to go somewhere else, because I can't drive. I'm starting to feel it. So I need to pull over, and one of y'all need to drive. So we like, so they were like, when we get to over here to the destination where you finna take us, then we got you. So she like, I can make it over there. So we go over there, whatever. They get out the car, she get out the car, we still stuck in the car. So Nikki like, I'm finna get in the back with you. So I'm like, okay, cause she like, I don't want I don't know them. They can be doing anything. I'm finna get in the back with you. So Nikki got in the back with me. So me and Nikki just sitting in the back. So then she come back in the car, and so then she like, oh, yeah, why you sitting back there? So she was just like, oh, because I just want to sit back here. We was talking, and I just want to sit back here. And so then she was like, oh, okay. So then after that, she was like, well, I'm not finna drive, so I'm finna sit in the passenger seat. My homeboy finna drive. So he's some other random dude get in the car. And so then, so now it's me and Nikki in the back seat. Then the two guys, y'all, we smushed as hell. I don't know how we fit in this back seat. The two guys get in the back seat. And then they in the front seat, right? So then they like, oh, y'all gonna have to sit on our laps. So we like, are y'all trying to get pulled over? Because like, thank God we didn't. So then they was just like, oh, we just need to get till we get to the next destination, and then folks gonna leave out the car, and then there'll be more room. So we sit on their lap, we ride, we go to the liquor store. So then now she texts Tricks like, hey, we need to go home and change. We sitting on these dudes' laps. We don't know these dudes. So she like, oh, so then she texts me like, okay, I'm not trying to make y'all uncomfortable. I'm gonna tell them to drop y'all off. Okay. And so then she was like, cool. So then that's when she texted me, and she was like, I told her, she said after we drop dude off, she gonna tell the driver to take us home. So I said, okay. So we get over there, whatever, still smoking, still drinking. Y'all, he driving. Why Tricks leaned over in the front seat and started giving that gawk 3000? So we like, and so then it's like, oh my God, I hope this motherfucker do not crash his car. I hope he not intoxicated like we are. And it's just like, are you serious? So then we make it to the destination or whatever, because she did that for about a good 10 minutes. And then she stopped. And then after that, we got to the destination. Dude left up the car, so then it was able for Nikki to scoot over. I'm in the middle, and then the other dude. So then she like, can we drop them off? They just want to go change real quick and get their clothes, and then we can take them home. Okay, so I'm gonna pause right here because I'm finna give y'all the timeline, because I forgot to do it as we was going. Okay, so we woke up. When we woke up that morning, it was like 8 a.m. We got to the school at like 9 a.m. Okay, to drop the baby off. So then where we go? We went to the friend house, the guy that she tricked off and got the money from. So that's around like, okay, 9:45. So now we leaving from the dude house, and then we end up going to the liquor store and picking up them dudes. So now it's like 10:30. Okay, so now we go to the stop and get the other dude that's driving now. So it's about 11 o'clock now. So then after that, we drop the other dude off. It's about 11:30 now. So now that's when we go to the liquor store, and it's about like 12:45 now. Okay, that's a lot of riding around. And so now it's like, okay, 11:45, and we like, yeah, it's gonna be noon. We need to change. We ain't eat nothing. Like, so yeah. So then that's when she was like, yeah, can we take them to go change it real quick? So he was like, yeah, we can, but I need to stop and book this room real quick. I need to go and book this room. So we finna go over here to these rooms and book these rooms. So she like, all right. So he like, y'all sit tight. Y'all be okay. We go get you home. So it's like, okay, so we ride with them, whatever. We go to the room. We go check in. He want to go in the room and see the room, make sure the room is nice and all that. And so we like, okay, so now it's probably like maybe 12:30, 1 o'clock. So we go in the room. He finally liked the room because we had to leave one motel and go to another motel, but that was like a 5-minute distance. So by this time it's like 1 o'clock because he liked this room now. So we're like, okay. So he like, you ready to make some money, talking to Tricks. So then Tricks like, I'm down to make some money. Yeah, I'm ready to make some money, but I gotta get my girls changed. I gotta get changed and stuff like that. So he like, they didn't bring no clothes. And so then she like, no, like they came to my house to kick it, but I was supposed to drop them off, but the day just kept going and we just been out here. And so then he like, well, yeah, we gotta get them something or whatever. But he was like, you down to make some money? So she like, yeah. So he like, all right, well, I'm gonna see. We gonna wait here for a little minute, and we gonna see what's gonna happen and try to make some moves. So we like, oh my god. So we sitting in this room, y'all. So we sitting down. We wasting freaking time.
One eternity later.
Now it's like 2 o'clock, 2:30, 2:45. It's damn near 3 o'clock. That's how long we was waiting with no motion. So it's like, are you serious? So then after that, we like, look, we gotta get ready to, we gotta go, whatever. So she like, all right, yeah, we gonna have to leave because ain't no motion right now. So we gonna take them home, y'all. So we all get in the car, and they start going to where they was gonna drop us off and take us home, right? As soon as we get there, I'm not even gonna, as soon as we get there, motherfuckers call the phone like, oh, you got two motherfuckers trying to hit you, you got two motherfuckers right now. Or they busted you and we go back to the room. We was right there. We was right there, y'all. Nope. So we end up going back into the room, y'all. So then we go back to the room. He tell us to wait in the car with the weird dude that we don't know. He still want to drink the bottle. By this time, we done drinking. We don't want to do none of that. We just want to go. So he drank the rest of the bottle. Him and her basically. And so then, cause dude that was driving, he didn't drink at all. He didn't. That's what I said. He did not drink and drive. No. So they go up there. We wait. We all in the car or whatever. So I said it's like what 3 something now. So by now, it's like 4 o'clock because we was on our way home. We was almost there by 4:30. But he busted you. We got back. We was back there by like 3:45. Now it's like okay. By the time she do what she do, it's about about damn near 4:30 now. So we like, oh my god, so this time, so we was like, we finna go to sleep now. We finna pass out in the car. We ain't ate. We ain't get no food. Like, I really don't remember me and Nikki getting no food. We was just really running off of fucking alcohol and water. Like, that was it. Because I could say, like, when we had stopped at the liquor store, we told them, get us some water. So then after that, she finally like come down out the room or whatever. So she come out the room. So they get in the car. So they like, sorry for the little inconvenience, but now we can get this thing pushing for a little while before we come back to the room. Y'all gonna come back to the room with us tonight? So we like, yeah, we gonna come back to the room with y'all. We just need to go change. We want to hang out. Cause she like, yeah, we gonna have fun. We gonna have a ball. We gonna listen to music. We gonna turn up. Cause the first time when we was all in a room and it was dry and wasn't nobody coming in, like we was listening to music and we was like, drinking, having shots, and we was like low key having a little kickback. The only thing we didn't do was smoking that. So we like, yeah, we gonna come out. So now by this time it's like 5. So we like, well, we need to get something to eat or whatever. And so we like, okay, then that's fine. So we go and we go get something to eat before they drop us off. So now we finally get to eat. So we eating in the car or whatever. We got our food. So then she like, I gotta go and visit my baby. So I'm like, oh dang, yeah, what happened to the daughter? Cause why we ain't go pick up the daughter from school? So he like, all right, so just are you good enough to drive? So she like, yeah, I haven't been drinking. I'm cool. I ate, but I gotta go check on my baby. So then he like, all right, well, that's something serious. So just drop me back off at the room and then take the car, drop them off and do what you gotta do, and then will come pick me back up, then we'll pick them back up and we come back to the room and party. So we like, all right, whatever, that's cool, whatever. So then we go back, we drop them off at the room, as we eating or whatever. So we get done eating, drop him off, then we start heading to go. She like, okay, y'all, I need to go see my baby. I need to get my baby. So we like, oh yeah, that's fine. So now by this time it's like 6:30. So we pull up to this neighborhood, and so then she like, y'all get out the car. And so then I'm like, okay. So then we go, we get out the car, and then we go to up the like into the house or whatever, and then an old lady opened the door. I guess it was her grandma. So she like, hey grandma, I got your text, I'm here, to see my baby, woo woo. So she like, yeah. She was like, these are my friends. My friends came with me in support. They really trying to help me, and we just got each other as support. So she like, oh, these some good friends, thank y'all for coming. We looking at each other like, huh? We like, what? Where's the daughter? Like, what is she talking about? So then she like, okay, come in. So we come in, we sit down or whatever at the dining room table. Then all of a sudden, like a boy, he had to be like 8, 9 years old, come out. So he seen her, he came up to her and said, Mom, and gave her a hug and kiss. So we like, we asked you, you just said you had a daughter. Like, why you ain't say you had two? So she like, yeah. So she like, how you feeling? Are you still like in pain? You wasn't feeling good. So, mommy came in to visit you, and then, I'm gonna give you a bath, and then I'm gonna put you to bed. We gonna get your medicine. Like, so she like, girls, give me a second while I tend to put my baby not feeling well. So then we like, oh, okay. So then we just sitting down there. So we like, bro. So I'm like, girl. So we texting each other. I'm like, I'm ready to go. She like, yeah, I'm over it. I'm over her. She pulling too many tricks out her hat. Like, it's just, her name really is Tricks for a reason, because she is pulling out so many tricks out her hat today. Like, this girl keeps shocking me. I don't want to be associated with her. I said, right. I said, I really don't know her either. I kept stressing out, I don't know her. I know a lot of people that be down there between Wayne and Birdman House, but I never seen this girl until the night of Koala's Park. And so then after that, we go and we waiting and waiting. So now it's like 7:30. Even the grandma that came down there and started talking to us. Then after that, she like, okay, he cool. So she like, I'm just gonna drop my friends off, and then I'm coming right back. So then the grandma was like, okay, baby. She was like, yeah, they don't live far, so I'm just gonna drop them off. We're gonna come back. So then we like, cool. So we like, nice to meet you, whatever. So yeah, she was like, yeah, my baby's sleep. He wasn't feeling well. I don't thank y'all for like waiting and being patient or whatever. So it was like, no, it's cool. So then she started getting emotional. We in a car driving. She crying and crying and crying. So we like, oh my goodness. So we like, okay, well, we thinking she finna drop us off now. Like I said, it's like what, 7:30. So y'all know why she pull up to this crib to park her car. And she like, okay. She like, my homeboy finna come pick us up, and then we gonna drop y'all off. So we sitting up there talking and chopping it up, y'all. Now it's like going on 8:30. And so then we sitting in there. So now it's starting to get dark. So we like, okay, what's going on? So then he finally pull up. We hopping up. It's the same dude that came to drop us off the first night when that van. So she parked the car at this place. It was like down the street, a couple of blocks over from the grandma house. So we hop in the van. So then now she like, I need a shot. I need to go to the liquor store. My baby's sick, and I need to drink now. I wasn't gonna drink, but I need to drink. Y'all ready to drink? Y'all ready to turn up? We like, no, we need to go home. She was like, all right, so y'all could get changed. So what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna go in the house. Y'all gonna grab some clothes. Y'all gonna come out. Y'all can just shower at the room. Y'all can just stay at the room. So we like, that's a good idea. We can just come with y'all. Yeah, we can just come with y'all to the room. Yes, cool. So then she like, all right. So then he like, I'm taking you back. Where? So she like, you gonna go to such and such a street. So we go over there. So now, like I said, we go to the liquor store, because she like, stop at the liquor store right here before we drop them off. So, cause he was like, why? And so then she was like, I need a fucking drink, bro. I'm going through a lot. I need a drink. So he like, all right. So we go to the liquor store. Oh yeah, did I forget to tell y'all? 4 black men in a van with us. So it's packed. So we can't see their faces. It's dark. They all in black. It's weird. Like, it's weird. So then, so they try to tell her to calm down. We finna go. So she go to the liquor store. she grab a bottle or whatever. Then she come out, then she walk up. She like, I got cups for everybody. Y'all got y'all cups too. So we like, just keep our cups till we come back, out from grabbing some clothes. So she like, all right. So then she get a call. So when she get a call, now it's from the dude that she supposed to meet up with. So she like, oh yeah, I'm finna drop the girls off now. They finna grab clothes and come out, and then we finna come to the hotel, but and so then he was like, well, I got a move for you to make. Hit this move and then come back to me. So she like, all right. So he sent her the information to make the move or whatever. So she like, well, we right here. We just gonna drop y'all off, make the move, and then I'm gonna call you when I'm ready, and then we gonna come pick y'all back up. So we like, all right, cool. So we finally get home at 9 p.m. We supposed to be home at 9 a.m. But we at home 9 p.m. So we get out or whatever. We go in the crib. So then we like, finally. So then me and Nikki looked at each other. I swear we was just like, she really think we finna go back out with her ass? She crazy as hell. We like, so she was like, we just started laughing. She was like, girl, we played that off so cool. I'm like, yeah, we did. Like, she really think we finna go back with her, kick it with her after the things we've been through. Girl, bye. Girl, Nikki put her phone on do not disturb. We had came in the house. We ended up leaving back out though, because by that time we was hungry. So it was a chicken spot a few blocks down off the corner where we lived at. So we had went out there, and then we went to the got us some chicken, and then we got like everything. Like, we didn't get no alcohol this time, because we was like, we need a break from that. So we just got like, little snacks and stuff for like tomorrow. But we wasn't going out, we were just gonna sleep. And so we got us some stuff. So we end up coming back. So as we coming back now, Birdman see us. So he like him and Wayne. So they was like, we saw y'all hop out the car with Tricks. Y'all look tired. So we like, man. So he was like, y'all gonna keep hanging out with her? We like, hell no. She no. She was like, yeah, she done she done turned y'all out. So we like, no, it wasn't nothing like that. She just wild. She was like, yeah, Tricks a wild one. And so then we like, she cool, but it's not gonna happen. So then we roll up, we go in the house or whatever. So we eat our food, we take a shower, and then Trix tried to call and tried to text her. We did not answer at all. We did not answer. We don't know if she came, like, rolled past on the block or whatever. I don't know, but we came back to the house and we got in the shower and went to bed. And that was pretty much it. I don't know if they like continued to talk after that, or if they lost contact, but I know we didn't hang out together with her no more. I didn't hang out with, it was just like, Nikki, I think, deleted her number and just like, no, that girl is she too much. So yeah, y'all, that was a crazy time though. But yeah, that's what happened. But I'm finna take me a shower and go to bed. And I will see y'all in my next story time or vlog. I love you, B babies. Peace out.